What's going on, everyone? Anthony here with HG Toys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are reviewing Bandai's Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star Series Broly. This is regular Broly, not Super Saiyan Broly, but it is the Broly from the Dragon Ball Super series, not the Dragon Ball Z series. This is figure number 2 out of 2 for Series 19, as a lot of you commenters kindly let me know that this is not the last series in this wave, or in this line. I thought it was because, you know, why would you have one line with just 2 figures in it instead of like your normal 6 or whatever it is. So if you guys would kindly let me know what's in the next wave, if you even know, or if you even have proof that there's one coming out. I don't know. I just assumed it was the last wave because I found no news about nothing new. But anyways, I'm rambling. So this is your typical Dragon Stars box, basically all gray with some like shiny metallic silver going on with some outlining. It says Dragon Stars Broly. It's really reflective, so it's hard to get on camera, but it's the Dragon Ball Super version. Open window display, as you can see here. Some box art on the side. A nice little shot of him powering up. You got the figures in this line, or in this wave. You got the Super Saiyan Blue Goku version 2, and that you have this Broly right here. A little bit of the view from the side. Dragon Stars at the top. Dragon Ball Super at the bottom. So there's nothing else about this box. What do you say we go and crack this guy open and see how cool he actually is? And here we have the legendary Saiyan himself, Broly, out of packaging. And this is a great looking figure. And it's not just a straight re-release of the Super Saiyan Broly with, you know, some armor and a new head sculpt. It is an all new sculpt. Well, at least an all new sculpt that I am aware of. With some minor changes here and there. But before we go ahead and take a look at this figure, what do you say we take a quick look at his accessories, because he only comes with 2, well, technically 4. He comes with 2 kind of open palm key blast hands right here out of packaging, and then his 2 close-fisted hands on him in the packaging. So yeah, 4 technically, but it would have been nice to have another head sculpt, you know, one maybe not yelling, a little calmer face, or maybe a little smirk. You know, I don't always display my figures in a, you know, dramatic pose like this, so it is kind of annoying that he is in a constant yelling pose right here. But other than that, it is a great looking head sculpt. And with that being said, what do you say we take a closer look at all his details? So taking a closer look at his head sculpt, it is an amazing head sculpt. The hair is sculpted in very nicely. Not too sharp of an edges, but a lot sharper than I would expect from Bandai to release. He is in a nice yelling face pose. The teeth are painted in very nicely. They even have his tongue painted in, and at the side of the inside of his mouth is a different shade from the tongue, so that kind of gives us some contrast. His eyes are painted in very nicely. They have this little painted on scar right on his cheek. You have his necklace right there, or his collar. Let's see here, you have a scar over here on his arm that's not painted, it's actually sculpted in, so that's a nice little added detail right there. His skin is a little bit off from the Super Saiyan version, but that's forgivable, I guess. It is more accurate to the movie in certain scenes. Let's see here, his little skirt from the animal that he had as a friend or whatever wrapped around him is less detailed than the Super Saiyan version, but still has its fur detailed, molded in very nicely. The back is painted in very nicely. A little bit of a misblotch right there, but not too big of a deal. Yeah, basically very basic figure. You have your purples, your blues, your greens, your blacks, and your skin tones. So basic regular form Broly in his power-up form. Very, very nice. Basic Dragon Star figures, not very much to these figures. So with that being said, what do you say we go ahead and take a look at all his articulation? Okay, so with the Dragon Stars articulations, you have your typical 360 head on a ball joint that will not go 360 because of their crazy hairdos. Won't look up very far, unfortunately. Looks down okay, and on a separate neck pivot that doesn't really help. Helps looking down, but does not help looking up. Bandai needs to do something about that. You have ball jointed shoulders that will go out about that far. Shoulder pads are stopping it from going full 360. Oh no, wait, actually. Is it? Did I just break? No, so the shoulder pads kind of have a hinge right here on the back. Oh, there you go. So it can move that way if you wanted to move it that way. I guess you can kind of have him looking like that too if you wanted. I don't know if you do, but that is an option. So this is on a hinge that will swing forwards and backwards. That's a nice added effect to get the full range of motion. You have a upper bicep swivel. Will rotate full 360. Double jointed elbows. Almost goes full, but with his massive forearms, it does stop right there. Then you have this ball jointed or ball hinged wrist. That'll do full 360, and then, you know, swivel left, right, full 360, whatever. Not a big fan of that style, but it gets the job done. You have no upper torso movement. You have a lower waist ball joint that'll kind of rock side to side, full 360, crunch forward about that far, crunch back about that far. Ball jointed hips. That does not go out very far due to the skirt, but even then, I think most Dragon Stars don't go out that far. If you slide the skirt out just a bit, that's about as far as you can go, but it will pop off if you push it out too far. It does kind of like go up and down as a typical Bandai hip joint. You have the double jointed knees. That'll go almost full. Once again, his calf is stopping him because it is so massive. No upper boot swivel, but you do have a ball hinge right here at the ankle. So we'll rotate full 360. No real side to side. We'll go forwards and backwards. And no peg holes at the bottom. So yeah, typical Dragon Star articulation. Not the best, but not the worst. So yeah, there you go. Dragon Ball Super Regular Broly. So we say we go ahead and take a look at some size comparisons compared to the other figures in this line. So first and foremost, what do you say we get the Super Saiyan Broly comparison out of the way? So as you can see here, it is a completely new mold. Even the legs are new. As you can see, these are massively different compared to these. These are much thicker. And this is what I was talking about earlier with the fur being much more detailed in this figure. So I guess if you really wanted and found a way, you could probably swap that over if it's that much of a big deal to you. But if not, just know that this one is less sculpted details than this one. And here we have him next to Golden Frieza from the Dragon Star lines. He's much, much bigger than him, as you can see. Probably a good, about 2 inches taller than Frieza, as it should be. And here I have him next to the only Dragon Star Vegeta figure that I own personally. And then right next to him is the Super Saiyan Blue Goku version 2 from the same wave as this Broly. And last but certainly not least, here he is next to the Walgreens exclusive Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta figure. And as you can see, they stand very nicely next to each other. So I had mentioned in the beginning of the video, there is only 2 figures in this wave of Dragon Star figures for Series 19. It is basically this Broly and the Super Saiyan Blue Goku that I showed earlier. I don't know what's in the next wave. I haven't really looked into it too much. So if somebody can let me know what is in the next wave of figures for Series 20, I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, guys, later.